we got some new Sabaton. This time we're checking out Reigns of Terror. Okay, now I did go and check my vast repertoire of Sabaton reactions, and I don't think I did a reaction to this one from the album Primo Victoria, although I do know I have a couple of reactions to songs off that album if I'm not almost complete with it. But this one looks like it's about to go for it. It began to August 2nd of 1990. Crazy, that's the year I was born, and concluded February 20th, 1991. After 1,000 hours of war in the air and 100 hours of fighting on the ground, 35 nations led by the USA had defeated Iraq, which was armed with one of the largest armies on the planet. Okay, let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Look, it's been a while since I've reacted to Sabaton, and the only reason why is because I've seen that they've been releasing some stuff that's either in their native language, right? So releasing songs, and generally I only like to do reactions to songs once, you know what I mean? So I saw that they reacted to this, went check. I said I hadn't heard the song yet, so that's why we're here. So apologies to all my people who subscribe for Sabaton reactions. Anyways, so let's get into this song. The beginning of this, I love how it just kind of pretty much introduced war, and the bass is so prominent here. It's so booming, thundering, right, to give you kind of that sense of explosion, give you that sense of war. But it's not until 8 bars, 16 bars in that we start getting some more rhythm that insinuates that there is some action, some fast pacing action, because before that it was just boom and thunder, right? And then give no sense of movement, you know, like movement. But this with the guitar riffs coming in or additional riffs coming in, oh yeah, this is about to be exciting, to say the least.
The sky is on fire, burning black gold. Ice on the west, time to ease. Driven by greed and an urge to destroy, merciless killing your own. Slave to the power, a slave to the goal. Ruthlessly rule in the east. Your reign of terror must come to an end. Fighting your unholy war.
You know, sometimes when they release these, since I haven't heard the Sabaton albums in order, sometimes I'll say, you know, that Joachim's voice, it just seems like he's improved, but really this is like a song that probably came before their most recent album, right? Which was The War to End All Wars, which I have a reaction to every song on that album, by the way. I haven't heard Joachim sound like this before, right? You really kind of hear that hurriedness in his voice. There's some the enunciation and the way that he's pronouncing the words, right? That really kind of gives character into how he is singing this, and I love it because it's matching with what we got in the rhythm section going on in the background.
Reign of terror must come to an end. Fighting your unholy war. Now you will pay, will judge you our way. Sooner or later we'll get you. Don't try to hide in your holes on the ground. Just like an insect before you ride out. Night time, ancient legacy of crime. One day we will make you pay for. Night time, law and order face the fight.
Rhythm switch. Okay. Seeing that transition right back into, you know, they know. I'm sitting over here running out of breath. They know how to keep the rhythm going, bro, especially with that just one little couple of notes, right? I kind of dropped off everything, a little bit of pads going on in the background. Dun, dun, dun. It almost kind of reminds me of like a bomb, right? Or kind of like the calm before fire, right? Like generally whenever there's a ceasefire before a battle starts, there's always like a very, very eerie quiet as both troops are getting together to fire on each other again, right? It's never a whole bunch of fire while another group is like getting ready, right? Both groups are generally getting ready, or at least I think that's what it sounded like, that there was a ceasefire and then rhythm picks back up and now we're going back into it again.
Chaos and east, disorder in west. Walk desert stormies I go. Fight of are lost on the carriers at sea. Infantry coming your way. Arm of the gates, engaging the lines. Regain control of black gold. Your reign of terror will come to an end. Forcing you out of control.
Yeah, and then the lack of melodicness. I mean, there's definitely some melody in there, but it all kind of reminds me of like aggressive spoken poetry, right? There's a speech being given. Like I'm talking to the opposition. The only reason why I'm singing is because I'm happy about the thought that we're about to come and destroy you, and I can't contain it. So they often come out as notes. But make no mistake, I am here to destroy you. You know what I mean? Menacing type of way that he's singing / talking.
Come to an end. Forcing you out of control. Count up to death. We're coming for you. Making your way through the desert. Soon you will pay for the pain that cost. Capture the dead, you will cross the arm. Night time, nature's legacy of crime. One day we will make you pay for. Night time, law and order pays the fine. Genocide you cannot justify.
Wow. Night and day here. Okay, so there was a couple of things going on in that solo, right? First off, switch, right? They definitely switched the rhythm, the movement of it, right? Kind of like the feeling. It went from really, really fast paced to slow, and not necessarily a ballad, but almost type of cinematic-ish kind of stuff, right? I like to think that that's the representation of the toll, right, that war can take on you. And then it kind of went right back into it. Now, what I found interesting also during that solo was how the ARP, it didn't have any type of break in it or anything. It didn't have any, I mean, it just had your regular ARP rhythm, but the rhythm underneath was like, dun, 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 dun. You know, it was switching, but the ARP kept going on. That kind of gave me like an idea of like Relentless Fire, right? Relentless Fire is generally, you know, a gun fires like a gun fires, right? I mean, it depends on the type of rate of speed. For the most part, they're all issued the same gun. So you can count on the rate of fire pretty much being the same. But what's not going to be the same is these bombs, right? They're probably released at random times and everything. So to have that ARP soaring at the top while the rhythm section and the drums was going on underneath, definitely kind of give you that sense of war before all war just super breaks loose, where it's just chaotic and you can't necessarily tell what's going on. And that's what that last part of that solo gave me an idea of. So this is a fun song for sure.
Feet after feet, mile after mile, allies regaining control. Your cities are ruined, some people in need. Still you go on as before. Feet after feet, mile after mile, allies returning the land.
Background vocals, awesome.
Now you will pay, we'll charge you away. Sooner or later we'll get you. Don't try to run in your holes on the ground. Just like an insect was what you lay out. Night time, nature's legacy of crime. One day we will make you pay for. Night time, law and order pays the
I love that part.
genocide you cannot justify. Yeah, night time, nature's legacy of crime.
All right, y'all. Amazing song. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. It's the end of the video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.